And welcome to another exciting episode. It is 11 o'clock Eastern Time. And I would have been on earlier, but, family, just family. Arr. What's up, everybody? What is up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wait, let me change it. I don't see anybody yet. Mr. Michael, I'm here. It is supposed to be kind of crappy today where I'm at. And it's supposed to be rain, of course, because we haven't had enough of that. Miss Carolyn, Cheryl Verdick Foster Sekash. Hope I said that right. I don't know what it means. What's up? I do butcher people's names. I don't mean to. I know that's crazy because my last name is like, but it's all good. You ready? Cheers. Oh. Strong. I'm good. I'm good. No worries. No worries. See, I'm good. So, it is Sunday. So weird that it's that angle. It's weird. So today is Sunday. Sunday. Later on, sun will be out a little later on. But they said during like the middle of the week, it's supposed to hit like 80 degrees. I am super excited about that. So, today, Sunday, April 25th, it's 11:07 a.m. Eastern Time. Friendships. Yeah, that first one hit me. It's stronger than the normal lemon that I'm used to. This is that grapefruit that I just got. And it's stronger. And I mean, it's just like, it's strong. It's good though. It's good. I guess my throat wasn't ready for it. Hey, even the best of us cough, man. It's just part of the the tradition, I guess. So, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I really have, which of course it could be a good thing or a bad thing. So, I always Let me tell you about my best friend. I could hear it too. Um, I've always had a friend. There was always a time in my life where I always had a friend, except for a few very specific times. And I was it started me thinking about all the friendships I've had over my life and why I valued them and why I didn't value them if I did. Like trying to figure it out, trying to look back at myself and go, all right, look here, look here, look here, look here. What could you have done? What could you have done differently? And it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Sometimes you can't follow the line. Does that make any sense? Like you can put a thought out there, but you get to a certain point and you're like, I have no idea what would happen here. No idea. It's completely blank. That should indicate to you that there's no knowledge of that ever happening, ever. So that was never a possible outcome. It's when you can look at something and there's still a next, and there's still a next, and still a next, and still a next. That's when you question yourself. That's when I question myself. What what would I have done differently? I think it's a good road to explore. I think it's a good road to explore for everybody. I mean, clearly I'm a men's mental health advocate because I don't I don't think I can speak for a woman. I can't speak for a woman. I've never experienced my life like through the eyes of a woman. You know, so I can't tell you my opinion on something based off of a feminine perspective. I can tell you what I think, what I guess, but I mean, what I'm doing is to advocate for healthy mental health for everybody. So, if I'm saying it, obviously, I mean men, but I obviously mean women too. I can't speak from a woman's perspective. But I think it's an important road to go down for people. Take a moment, stop, especially like during a time like this pandemic, this, whatever you want to call it, this wake up call for a lot of people. And you really start examining. But it's a good thing. It is. It is a good thing. Just learn when you get to a certain point, when you start examining, if there's nothing behind that, there's a good chance there's a reason for that. That means that was not a possibility. There is no memory. There is no gut instinct. So I just see a lot of people questioning themselves on these, just follow social media. follow the news. Very rarely lately have I watched TV shows, movies. Very rarely. Because I find this more interesting. This is real, even though it's like quasi reality. This is interesting. This may have been a very good blessing in disguise for a lot of people. Just to take the opportunity to do that. Self betterment, self improvement. Funny though, it is. Tracy, I work in mental health and it's very important, especially men. Men hold things in because they feel they need to be strong. This is a huge lack in mental health in this country. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. There's so much of a gap. There's a huge gap, and it's been there because of this constant need to prove something. The fragile male ego. It's toxic fragile. It is, because the more you hold it up and build it in and just put everything down, you're building toxic foundation, toxic foundation, toxic foundation, toxic foundation, toxic foundation, toxic foundation. And maybe you have a couple of layers of like healthy, healthy, healthy. And like any mechanical mind, any logical mind, any, like I'm trying to help just some other guys that I know, even personally, old friends. And that's where this all came from. You know, people ask me, I get the occasional questions here and there, like, why are you doing this? Why shouldn't I do this? What's the reason for me not to do this? If I'm not embarrassed, what's the reason? Too many men. Too many men. I don't. This. I'm not. This. Okay. Look. How do I explain this? Like I'm not the biggest guy in the world. Clearly, I'm just a little bit above average. A little bit bigger than 6 feet. Right now 200 and what did I went up to 25. Some 225. There's plenty of guys bigger, stronger. There's plenty of guys smaller and weaker. But you don't know how many of these bigger guys, they just feel the need to do this to themselves. They feel the need to bottle it up and bottle it up, the rage, the aggression, the anger, the hostility. And they don't know what to do with it. And then it's way too late. Way too late. Somebody's got to be like, wow, how did it get to that point? At the same time, it's difficult for me to talk about stuff like this. See, Tracy brings up a very good point. Bottling it up too long, and then it eventually explodes. You always have to have that one friend you can vent to, right? You have to tell another person. Okay? So believe me when I tell you, for probably a good 6 months, there was a period of 6 months. Ten, 6, 3, and 1. That's the age of my kids now. So nobody would be over 10 years old that I could vent to. Should I, as a man, vent to my children? Like, that's kind of where I draw the line. That would be terrible to do to my children. So, I started venting here. And for some reason, some magical force, you guys appeared. Something brought your attention here, and you guys stuck around. And you guys listened to me. I know a lot of people use Sunday as their day to vent. It's built up the entire week. And then Sunday is go to church, tell God your prayers, release your negativity, get it out. Get it out. And then, maybe you'll feel better the next week, but you'll be back Sunday again. Now, how much is that worth to you? You have a job, right? You have a job. If that makes you feel a little bit better, how much is that worth to you? Welcome to organized religion. Should I pass around the collection plate now? The truth is there is a creator. There is a God. You don't have to give me money for me to tell you that. Did it again, fucking video. You don't have to come into my building and drop a nickel in a box in order for you to vent, in order for you to get something out, in order for you to pray. What difference does it make? Every Sunday. Every Sunday. For how long? How long? And what I say on a global scale is so dangerous for so many people to hear. Just that simple. It's just that simple. Right. It's what you do in private. It's what you do in private. That's awesome, Linda. A little spot. Yeah. And that's honestly the problem. Why do people think it's just a, a building with pretty pictures on it? It doesn't have to be a building with pretty pictures on it. People really need to understand that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think the point of what I was saying today, now that I said it, isn't it funny how I figured that out after the fact? What do you really value? Do you value things? Do you value people? What's important? What's important? On that wonderful note, enjoy your Sunday. Smoke, 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 smoke. Enjoy yourselves. I will see you guys tonight.